it's like a double whammy sort in the sense that you get these non-black folks that are building that create these schools in our community. The schools are bad, underperforming, don't educate black kids, brainwash them to do all the wrong things for their community, even when they're successful. And so two things are happening. One, they're making money off of black people as a commodity. They get money for running these schools and shepherding black children through like sheep. So they're making money off of you. And then two, they're killing your ability to build economic structure and build wealth in your community because they're undereducating or miseducating your children. So they either don't educate the child where they can't go out and they can't make a living for the community, they can't bring wealth in, or they miseducate the child where they grow up believing that my job as an educated black person is to go work for a white person, right? And give my best and give all my creative energy, my talents to another community. So either way, there's no part of that whole process when you talk about, say, public schools, things like that. There's no part of that process where you can see a direct linkage between the success of those schools and the success of the black community. There's no connection. So I think it's a matter of really thinking about our pipelines. What are our pipelines for just the same way the Russians have pipelines when they need to get oil to a certain area. They'll say we build a pipeline that goes through Alaska or whatever, or not Alaska, but in Siberia or whatever, and we're going to get the oil to the destination. We got to figure out what are our pipelines, because right now we know white folks got pipelines. They got the school to prison pipeline. They got the black child to the unemployment line pipeline. They got the pipeline for the educated Negro to get you into student loan debt, so they can make trillions of dollars off you from all those student loans they give you, and then have you go and commit economic slavery for white folks. I mean, the more you think about the system and the way it's designed, the more concerned and alarmed a person is going to get, because even if you think about the student loan thing, think about this. You're being educated to believe that you're supposed to go $200,000 in debt to white folks to get a degree so that you can spend the rest of your life in economic slavery paying off the debt that you picked up while you were in college. And these are the educated black people. So if your most educated, most successful people are becoming slaves, then is it no surprise that your whole community is in the midst of economic slavery and going backward? It's no surprise at all. So I think rethinking all these systems is really important. And I don't want to ask you about this, if you don't mind, because you brought this up, but I want to make sure you get a chance to express yourself on this. You were actually you brought an article to my attention about a black man who and his brother who went to prison protecting their family land, and this situation where the land was being taken and they just stood their ground and ended up going to jail for it. It seems that it's reflective of a bigger problem, that black land has been lost in mass quantities for a very long time, if I'm not mistaken, about 100 years now. So I guess so we can piece it together. Can you kind of talk about what's going on as far as the land? I don't think a lot of people know this. You guys tell me if you noticed, but I didn't know that we had so much land before and relative to what we have now, like that we're going backwards in terms of land ownership. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, we are going backwards. The ironic thing is that black folk, when they came out of slavery with no and totally ill-educated or non-educated, they had more damn sense than the blacks got today. Did you know that those blacks came out after 360 years of slavery? When they came out of slavery, Dr. Watkins, in 1866, they said we are free. The first thing they asked for was for some land. They said we want some land, because they figured it out from white folk.